Hello, it's me Michael Reed again. Listen, while they might seem like toys, a high-quality quadcopter is a serious investment, and an easy way to add production value to a film project, or get a unique view on the world for your travel vlog. We've flown plenty, and these are the best drones in our tests. Even if you have no good reason to justify buying one, you have to admit that drones are cool. Some are glorified tech toys, but the models we highlight here are fit for use in imaging and cinematic applications small and large. If you think you can use a flying camera in your next project, there's some good news. The tech has come a long way in a very short time. There are models on the market now that put earlier copters to shame in terms of video quality and stabilization. And now the bad news. You get what you pay for, and if you want an aerial video platform that can capture stunning footage, you need to be ready to spend some cash, anywhere from a few hundred to more than $1,000. Because drones are such pricey propositions, it pays to do your research before buying one. You can technically buy a drone for under $100, but we think it's worth it to spend a bit more to start. Our top-rated starter drone is the $450 DJI Mini 2. The drones we review are ready-to-fly models, so you can use them right out of the box. In most cases, you'll need to bring your own Android or iOS device to view the camera feed in real time. If you don't own a smartphone, the Autel Evo 2 series is worth a look. Its remote has a built-in screen. We don't focus on racing, industrial, or agricultural aircraft here. Our coverage is squarely centered on imaging and video. Drone regulations and safety. The rules of the air vary from region to region. We've covered what to know for US and UK pilots. But, typically, if your drone weighs 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, and up, you'll need to register it in order to fly it outdoors legally, even over your own property. There is one mass market exception, the DJI Mini line, now in its second generation. The original Mavic Mini and the updated Mini 2 weigh just 249 grams, skirting registration requirements in the US and UK, and opening them up to legal operation in other regions. They skip a safety feature, obstacle avoidance, to make weight, though. But they include all of the other expected tools to help ensure a safe flight, including GPS stabilization, automated return to home, and automatic takeoff and landing. Almost all of the models featured here have some safety features. Even the DJI Spark, which isn't built for long-distance flight, includes a GPS and automatic return to home functionality. If your control signal is interrupted, or if the battery gets down too low, most drones can only fly for about 25 minutes on a single battery charge. Your drone will start to head back to its takeoff point and land. Flyaways still happen, and there are horror stories on various web discussion forums. Of course, negative experiences are amplified in this context, simply because uneventful flights that don't result in a crash or missing drone aren't hot topics for discussion. Some manufacturers offer extended warranties that will replace a lost aircraft, but make sure to read the fine print before buying something like DJI Care Refresh. There are restrictions and fees to consider. If you're flying within the United States, you need to take heed of FAA guidelines, or be prepared to face potential fines or jail time. There are no fly zones set by the FAA, so don't take off if you're near an airport without notifying the control tower first. And, even if you're out in the middle of nowhere, don't take your drone above 400 feet. Most are set to obey these regulations out of the box, but controlling a quadcopter is just like driving a car. Even if you missed seeing that speed limit sign, you're still liable to pay the ticket. There are a number of products on the market that are sold as drones, but don't quite fit the bill. Remote-controlled aircraft have been around for ages. But with the recent surge in popularity, quadcopters that would simply be sold as RC products are now being tagged as drones. These don't include GPS stabilization, return-to-home functionality, and other automated flight modes that make a drone a drone. Drone racing enthusiasts often build their own aircraft from kits or parts. Some skill with a soldering iron and screwdriver is required, but it's become an aspect of the hobby itself. DJI is hoping to change that with its FPV combo, released earlier this year. It's a ready-to-fly racer that works with a digital VR headset included, and can fly as fast as 87 miles per hour. It also benefits from GPS stabilization, making it easier for beginners. What are the best brands of drones? DJI models currently dominate our top picks, and there's a good reason for that. The company is simply a few steps ahead of its competition right now, and has a product catalog with models at various price points, which take up a good number of the slots in our top 10. It made a huge splash with its iconic Phantom series, and now makes the best small drones we've tested in the form of the Mavic series. Heavier payloads, including interchangeable lens systems. They're overkill for most consumers, and not nearly as convenient to carry as small, folding drones. There are a few other brands to consider when looking for a drone. Autel makes the Evo, which is similar to a Mavic, but has an LCD in the remote so you don't need to connect your phone. Parrot, based in France, offers the Anafi, another good folding drone, and is an option for consumers wary of buying tech from Chinese firms. Sony has recently jumped into the market with its Airpeak S1. It's set to ship this fall, but is positioned for cinema productions. It starts at $9,000 without a camera or gimbal. For more info on drone purchases, you may check the link below.